Hi, welcome to another video, and today is a Halloween video. So I'm going to be showing you a haunted mansion, and it's also like a museum, an art museum. I can show you around. It's pretty big, as you can see. There's actually something special about the shape of it, which I'll tell you at the end of the video, or near the end, after the tour. So yeah, stick around for that, or you can figure it out if you just, think about it. So, here we have it. The Monstrously Massive Museum Mansion. Yes, only open at night. So as you can see, there's no way I can get in. And even if I try to jump over the fence, maybe I can get in here, but I can't get inside because it's not nighttime. So, yeah, I'm just going to go back out here because, yeah. So, I have the daylight. I can turn it on, but that'll take a while. I'm just going to set the time to midnight, and there you go. As you can see, it's opened up, and yeah, this doesn't use any command block. It's just redstone, so everything you see here is like redstone and stuff. So yeah, now we're in here. There's a grave with a coffin. It's got a skeleton in it. I'll actually get my steak in case I get hungry. In here we've got more graves. We've got one of these is like, there's a zombie in there. Yeah, so whenever you're on the pressure plate, the zombie comes out of the grave. Well, it doesn't come out, but you can see his head. And this one is just normal. Yeah, so not much on the outside. But now that it's nighttime, we can go in. So, there's a painting here. I guess that's about it. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget, I'm just kidding. Because, yes, you can see through it. You can break paintings in adventure mode, whatever. I'm just gonna have to... Alright. So, anyway. So, yeah, we'll try not to break any paintings. So, anyway, let's walk in, and... as you can see, there's an iron golem just walks through the paintings. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so, yeah, that's it. Now here we are. You see there's some, like, lights and stuff in the paintings, but you can't see much. Pretty dark. So there's a lever here. Let's turn it on. And there's a skeleton in the fireplace. Yeah, so, I don't know, maybe somebody died in the fire or something like that. But yeah, now we can see a bit more. And, yeah, so, from time to time, this light will flicker. Yeah, there you go. It flickers. It can, like, turn off and on. It sometimes does it frequently, sometimes not so frequently, I guess. So yeah, we got lots of art, just paintings. But yeah. So if we go here, we've got a pig, and you get a carrot, so you can, like, yeah, it's like, it's supposed to be the creeper painting, but there's a pig in it instead. Yeah, so, anyway. We got a TV. Oh! It's an armor stand. It comes out of the TV, and it lights up so you can see it and everything. Over here are the stairs. It's still pretty dark. I mean, it's not too dark, but the stairs are pretty dark. But yeah, there are stairs here. Let's go to but you can't get up them because these are like low down. So there's nothing I can do to get up. We got more paintings, everything. So let's go over here. Here's the piano, as you can see. And it plays itself. So that's pretty spooky. And there's a lever here. And that... yeah, it doesn't open the stairs. It lets you get up the stairs. It pushes the stairs up. So now we can head upstairs. So here we are upstairs. It's very dark. Can't see much. Next we can go through here, and we got a sword. Oh no. And yeah, all the mobs come out of their coffins. So you have to fight mobs. Yeah, of course. So we'll do that. Gotta fight all the mobs. And luckily we can see now because all the lights turned on. And there's even a skeleton. It's kind of annoying because they're bows. Yeah, this guy, he's kind of stuck. There you go. Alright, yeah, that's it. At least I think. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah, there's nothing over there, okay. Or here, but yeah, as you can see, there's paintings. Oh, that's very interesting. So yeah, here in a minute, these should open up. There we go. And now we can leave, sort of. We can get onto the roof. So now we are on the roof of the house, but probably don't want to fall. So we can try, if we head, you know, like over here in the corner. We can't get in, so we'll try the other one. It looks like this one we can walk in, so we'll do that. We got a ladder here. And here we are in this place. It's a button, so you want to press the button, and you'll get a crossbow and some arrows. And these lights, these lamps, if they all turn off, these dispensers are gonna shoot me to death. So we gotta do this fast. We gotta shoot all of these. Okay. And I don't... Did that one work? Yeah, I think it did. Where's the... Oh wait, there's one up there. And there we go. Now we can leave. And you might think, well, what is the point of that then? Well, actually, if we go up here, now you'll see that... Oops, I activated that again. There's arrows. So yeah. So if we just, you know, head over this way, and as you can see, we it's now opened up, so we can go down in here. Now it's very dark. But from what we can see, there's this sign. Want to leave? Press this button. Yeah, because we can't leave anymore, because we just walked in here, and we can't get up the ladder anymore. You probably can't see if there's some graves here, which is inside a building, which is kind of weird. And then there's this empty one, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, I guess we'll press the button, see what happens. Haven't seen much. Oh no. And I just got blown up by a creeper. So that's the entire mansion. Well, sort of. That's, you know, that's if you play through it. So yeah. Yeah. So that, yeah, it's not too long. It's kind of long, but took a while to make, I guess. But yeah, it's not too long. You could speedrun it pretty fast. You could. It doesn't reset or anything, so like I can't play through it fully. But yeah, what you could do is just run through here, flick that lever. But I already did it, obviously. Run through here, and then I guess once you're up here, you have to wait a bit. So yeah, you just gotta do some waiting, and then eventually you'll be able to get through here, and then you just go up there and do the target game. And yeah, I can show you what happens. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this was already okay. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna play the game. So oh wait, no, I can't because I've already completed the game. Okay, I'm gonna have to like reset the map. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I loaded a fresh version of it. And yeah, so you can see the redstone. But yeah, so if I do this the right way, and I actually don't have to give myself anything. So yeah, you step over that tripwire. That starts the timer actually. So yeah. But yeah, if I do this, well, I don't need to because I'm not even gonna try to do it. But yeah, so I could try to be like, oh no, I'm super bad at this. I can't do it in time. Oh no, because yeah, even if you have to hit at almost the center of the target block in order to. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. In order to continue or to get it done or whatever. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah. And then yes, there's the secret one up there. But anyway. Yeah, and you can see the redstone, so that's kind of interesting. You can kind of see a lot of the redstone. But yeah, it does take a bit of time. I guess I could probably shorten it. And that'd be actually pretty easy to do. I just have to change around some hoppers and then this length of the line. But there you go. Now we're getting shot at. And even if I like sneak or something, that doesn't really help. And yeah, I'll get shot, and there's nothing I can do about that. They're still shooting, and then eventually they do stop. They don't go forever, but yeah. And then yeah, so if you didn't really realize, I can't get out of this, so I have to do the shoot them. And then You'll know if you get it because a piston will extend, and you can barely see them there. Them extending. There's 5 pistons. That one and that one have extended. If I get these... I think that did one. No, maybe it didn't. What would it have done? Oh, it did the one right in front of me. This one right here. I think I did that one. Okay, yeah, those are the 3 I've done. So yeah, then this one. Yep, I got it because that one is extended. It's kind of hard to keep track of them all. That definitely didn't work. I guess that didn't work. There we go. Oh, and then you can see when you've actually completed it, when that happens, the piston goes up. And yeah, you can... Then these stairs come out, so you can get up. Yeah, and then... But as that happens, it opens up this whole, like, arrow thing, and... unlocks this, yeah. So, And, yeah. I didn't have mob griefing on, but if I did... Game rule mob griefing true. Now I activate it. Then, I mean, I die, so you can't see it, but, yep, there's a hole in here now, and you can make more holes if you want, or something. I don't really know why I'd want to do that, but yeah, there is, oh yeah, and then the grave is supposed to be for, like, you, because you're about to die, so then when you die, you don't actually get buried in there, because you can't really do that with redstone, because you're dead, you just respawn, so, yeah. I guess I could, like, put a bed in there and then make you right-click on it to sleep and then kill you and then you'll pee in there. I don't know. I didn't really want to do that. That wouldn't really make sense. But yeah, yeah, so that is kind of it. Now I will show you the secret of it, the secret of the shape. If you go up really high, it's a creeper face. That's what the entire thing is shaped like. And, wait a minute. Why is this here? This is weird. I thought I did this. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the entire face, it's like a creeper with a nose. Yeah, it's a creeper face. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess now we'll do a little bit of the redstone tour of it. So, the night check is right here. There was a reason why I actually had to put a chest here. Like where you, cause the light needs to get through, so, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it is a daylight detector. This forces the door, closed if this redstone line isn't on, so, yeah. And then over here, it activates some more redstone to power the pistons. Yeah, so, and then over here, this is just a simple, like, just activates some redstone to push the... And on this side, but on this side, it also triggers some rails for the zombie to pop up. Yeah, so that's how the zombie is moving. It's on a minecart. And yeah, it moves back and forth whenever you're on or off of the pressure plate. And yeah, this painting's just like, I don't know, it's just a painting. And then over here... The way this works is there's an iron golem ready to be placed, and over here, there's a zombie. So, the iron golem thinks, like, once it spawns, it's like, oh, hey, there's a zombie. This is what, yeah, and as you can see, but then it falls down the trapdoors and doesn't, get the zombie, obviously. So, yeah, and then it's just gonna die eventually. There's the pig here because, yeah, remember, the pig... in the painting. Yeah. And then this, yeah, that's all it is. It's a pig in a minecart on a slab and a painting. Yeah. And then here's the wither skeleton skull jump scare sort of thing. It's got, yeah, any of these pressure plates will trigger the redstone and trigger bells. I don't know, just make some noise. And then, redstone torches. It'll also, trigger a lamp. Or light up a lamp, and yeah, it'll shoot the armor stand, with this piston. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. I should probably give myself night vision. So yeah, and then this here is, yeah, you can't get up it. The fireplace is kind of interesting. Although, did I miss anything outside? I was kind of getting ahead of myself, but I don't think I did. I think that's everything. Well, I guess I can show you the redstone here. It's like. Just some redstone, more red. It's just lines of wires connecting things. It's not that interesting. Anyway, yeah. So over here, yeah, there's this. So whenever you turn on the fireplace, this piston is extended and it triggers these dispensers which shoot fire charges. And then whenever you turn it off, it triggers this to trigger these dispensers twice with water buckets so that it'll put out the fire. So yeah, you can I never showed it, but you can turn it off and on and off. And you can do that 64 times 9 times. So yeah. Yeah, you can do that almost forever. Anyway, over here, the piano, it's activated because there's no pressure plates or anything. Activated. But yeah, it activates from a skulk sensor whenever you just move around. But if that was how it would work, the skulk sensor would activate the note blocks. Then you could just be walking around, flicking levers, walking back, and it would just keep on playing, which I didn't really want to have happen. I want it to happen once, and then not really happen again, and then you leave again, and then I don't know. But anyway, so what I've had to do is the skulk sensor activates, and then it gets detected by this, and then there's a really long pulse extender. In fact, it's still on at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and so yeah, anytime that's on, if I ever activate it again, it gets reset all the way back to 15. So yeah, basically every time you activate that skulk sensor, it just resets the pulse extender. So yeah. So you have to not have moved for, I don't know, about like 30 seconds or so, however long it takes for this to run out, and then move again for it to activate the note blocks again. So yeah, then it triggers this. I don't know why this is here. This doesn't need to be here, but whatever. I'm not even going to try to cover it up. Yeah, so then there's, repeater, and then it goes down to here, and then these are the note blocks. It's a couple chords, it's a few chords, and then there's this one where it's like, yeah, I can try to like play it actually if I break some redstone, because yeah, this isn't the official world or whatever. It's already kind of been used. So yeah, now if I can play the song sort of. Well, I guess yeah, I'm gonna turn up the volume. So yeah, hopefully it should be a bit louder. The note blocks. So yeah, if I play it, this is what it sounds like. Oh, actually, hang on. I want to tell you another thing. The notes are a combination of harp and guitar noise. So yeah, those are the piano notes, are harp and guitar. Anyway, yeah, so it's like, oops. So it does those at the same time, and then it does, then it does, then it does, and finally, or, yeah, so it depends on what side you're on. To make it like, high quality sound, it's gotta be stereo and everything. I have like the harp on the right side and the guitar on the left, but then for the next notes, it goes guitar on the right, harp on the left, and then it's back to the original, and then this one, it swaps again, and then it swaps again for the final one. And then for the final, well, actually, that's not the final one. This is the final one. It goes, there's bass notes on the left, and then the guitar on the right. Yeah, so that's how it works. Yeah, those are the note blocks. If this would be interesting if I do it like this. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, right. Anyway, and then I can do the other one if you want. Anyway, yeah, but when it plays them, it plays 3 at a time. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Then the lever thing is great. I broke the redstone, but there's supposed to be redstone around here. Wait a minute. I think I had it go down unnecessarily. I didn't need to do that, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, and then that just triggers a long line of redstone. That goes into the pistons. that, you know, make the stairs go up and everything. Yeah, I already did this. I think we can go upstairs. That's all the redstone stuff. Of course, there's just a bunch of paintings, but yeah. And this painting, which you can go through. But I assumed pretty much everyone knows that, so I didn't really talk about the fact that you go through a lot of paintings. Anyway, this one you can't go through, but yeah. Up here is the whole, like, what do you call this? I don't know, like the tombstones that, you know, they come out of their graves. I don't really know what to explain this one, but yeah, you do get a sword from up there, and then all the doors open after the lights turn on. And of course, I'm in creative mode, so they're not actually trying to go after me, but they're all open. And yeah, you can try to kill them or something, or you can just like dodge them until this finally opens. So the redstone is not really, it's just again just a bunch of lines of redstone. There's no complicated stuff. It just goes up here, triggers weird piston logic. Yeah, there's oh yeah, it dispenses a sword for you, or I guess it drops a sword. Why is it getting activated? Oh, I think a zombie was walking over the tripwires. Anyway, but yeah, this weird piston stuff is to make it where once it turns on, it'll stay on, even if you keep activating the tripwire or something like that. So the lights will all stay on, and as you can see, this is the light wiring. Yeah, this is a power of one. Over here, also the power of one. Anyway, I think power of one and power of one, yeah. So it's just barely enough space or whatever. And then this is, clock, a hopper clock to turn off the lights after a while. After 5 stacks of items move through, it does that. And then below here, it's a bit more cramped, or it's a bit more flat, I guess. So yeah, when you activate the tripwire, it not only goes up, but down, too. And does the same piston stuff. So, the moment that the piston extends, this one will retract, and then the hopper clock will move 2 stacks of items, only 2 stacks, to swap the pistons here, to drop it down after 2 stacks of items have gone through. And then there's also, it just went again, but yeah, there's this, which after enough time, wait, what? Oh, no, never mind. It didn't just happen, the zombie just keeps activating it. Right. And I had to name all the mobs so they wouldn't just despawn, because I don't spawn them in or something. They stay there, all the mobs are ready for you there, sort of, so. Anyway. Eventually, though, this activates and pushes it back, which also closes the doors eventually as well. Yeah. And that's pretty much it, for this main part. Then you go up into the roof, or onto the roof, here, and then here's the target section, which is pretty, it's not simple, but it's just a bunch of random lines, as always. It's just lines of redstone going everywhere, which also makes it kind of hard to find the target blocks. You have to look here. This one's pretty hard to get to, because you might think it's impossible, but you sneak, then you get enough, like, you can see. And then there's, you know, that one in the floor, that one in the wall. Most of them are in the wall, there's just one in the floor. Yeah. And then, you know, there's just a bunch of redstone lines. The logic, basically, about it, all it does is, when you hit a target block, if you didn't know, if you hit it, the closer to the bullseye you get on the target block, the higher of a signal strength it gets, from 1 to 15. And I make it where you, oh, wait, this shouldn't be here. What in the world? I don't want this here. Oops, I guess that's a mistake. Okay, well, anyway, it didn't affect anything, but it might eventually or something. So I guess I'll have to fix that, because I am going to release a world download. Should be in the description. But anyway, I don't know why it would have moved 2 blocks down, though. That's kind of weird. But anyway. And there's also this, which is interesting, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll do some fixing. But every time you get at least 13 signal strengths on a target block. Actually, for this one, it has to be 14, the one in the floor. But anyway, once you do that, it will, depending on which target block you hit, it will power one of these pistons, which will push its redstone block down. And no matter what you do, they won't go. They can't. The pistons can retract, but they won't bring their blocks back up. So then there's a bunch of redstone that once. Well, yeah, these redstone right next to these redstone blocks, they all power. Wait a minute. Where's the torch? Oh, right. They all power a redstone torch. And once all the redstone torches are off, meaning that all the pistons have been extended, then it triggers this redstone torch, which lets you up, and extends this to do more stuff, which I'll get to later. And actually, that's it. Oh yeah, and it sends a signal all the way across the map to, well, not really, but you know, across those rooms to up here, which is what this weird pillar was for. Actually, might not have seen it. I don't think I ever looked at it. But anyway, well, I probably have at some point. But anyway, I don't know. That activates up here in the roof. It goes up here to the pistons. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Oh, I don't need this here. I was renaming the mobs and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So and the the arrows mechanism is, well, every time. Well, that's what this tripwire does here. It activates a piston, which activates another piston, which should, unless this, it would deactivate this piston. So anyway, it's basically a signal sending the tripwires to these observers, which go down here and trigger, you can't see it, but there's a piston here. And that will move the block there, which triggers the clock, and then it slowly depletes items, and then eventually once it's out, all the redstone lamps will be off, and this redstone torch will be on, and this will start a clock, or it will activate a clock, which spams dispensers and will spam signals up these observers, which do more complicated redstone to push the original signal back, which will send another signal here, which puts back the hopper clock. Yeah, so it's very kind of complicated, but what this stuff does right here, when the observer activates, it basically, because it's going to be spamming signals from the spam of the clock there, the comparator clock, then it's going to make that turn into a pulse extender. It's going to make a pulse extender so that if it turns on and again, it won't ever actually turn off because the pulse extender was still on. But then that's put into a monostable circuit, which basically means if it activates and turns off, then it activates and turns off. If it turns on again, nothing will happen. And you can keep turning that on and off as many times as you want. It's never going to turn on the output again. But after leaving the input off for about, I don't know, it's only 2 seconds or something, then when you turn it back on, it'll turn the output on again. So that's just kind of what that thing does, because it's spamming the arrows. So that's a lot of ons and offs, which isn't enough time for it. So it's leaving the output off until it stays off for long enough, which then it'll let it turn on again, but I don't think it ever will. Anyway, then it just, with some delay, triggers the piston to undo everything and turn everything off. Up here, when you complete the mini game, it also turns off the timer so that you won't die. So if you shoot everything, the lamps will actually start going up again. And I don't think they can ever go back down again without resetting the map. So that way, if you shoot all the targets and then you're about to leave and then you start getting shot, that won't happen. Once you shoot all the targets, the dispensers won't ever activate again. And so then you can leave in peace, I guess. Yeah, that's what this does. And it also triggers the arrows, so you can see the arrows once you leave. So it tells you to go over here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. The only thing left is in here, the button triggered a lamp, but it's not there anymore. And then goes all the way up again through here, which then triggers this to open trapdoors. And then creepers fall on you. And then you die, probably, unless you can kill them all. But that would be very hard, because there's so many of them. Yeah, so anyway, that is pretty much it for the everything. Yeah, so this is my Halloween video. It's not Halloween yet, but... Oh, and this is a chimney, by the way. Which is covered up by spirits. Okay, whatever. There's a few weird things in this map, the glitches, like that fireplace is covered up, and what else was there? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was this weird like stair block that moves down. I think I noticed something else. I don't remember what it was though. But anyway, that'll be it. So yeah, I'm gonna put a world download with all the fixed things in the description if you want to download it and try it out. But yeah, so... Oh, and my night vision's about to run out. So, a good time to end the video. If it becomes daytime, the pistons go up and you can no longer get in. But everything else still works. You know, I don't turn off everything because it's daytime or something. You know, that didn't work. Oops. Oh, it's not gonna work because I broke it. Anyway, yeah, but, you know, things will still work, even if it's daytime. It just prevents you getting inside. Anyway, that's it. So, and also in the daytime, it's quite dark looking inside. You can't see inside very well, because this is tinted glass. I mean, it doesn't let any light in. But anyway, speaking of lights, I might decide to add some lights to this room, so when you download it, there'll be some lights. Probably, unless I decide not to, but I think I will, so, yeah. Anyway, so maybe if you want to see those lights, download the map and play it for yourself. Well, this isn't really a map, you can break it, probably, even if you're in adventure mode, you can break paintings and stuff like that, so. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so I think, to end the video, don't worry, if you download the map, it's not going to be like this, but I'm going to, for fun, blow it up. See what that looks like. So I'm actually going to use a command. Anyway, I'm going to time-lapse this. Me placing the TNT. But yeah, I want to fill it in so, you know, we get bigger areas of TNT, you know, some more TNT. Okay, that's enough. So, this might lag my game a bit, but oh well, we'll see what happens. So, and it might not even, like, it might only blow up this one, but I think it'll get all of them, because how much it's going to go flying everywhere. So, anyway, this will be the outro. I'll just have it blow up in the background. So, yeah, but don't, again, if you download the world, it's not going to be blown up or anything. Anyway, let's, you know, activate TNT. So, I'm going to, start my intro. What do I say? Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I missed. So, yeah, let's do this. So, if you've enjoyed if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed!